Chapter 66 of Varney the Vampyre, Volume 2. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Roger Moline. Varney the Vampyre, Volume 2, by Thomas Peckett Prest. Chapter 66. Flora Bannersworth's apparent inconsistency. The Admiral's circumstances and advice. Mr. Chillingworth's mysterious absence. For a brief space let us return to Flora Bannersworth, who had suffered so much on account of her affections, as well as on account of the mysterious attack that had been made upon her by the reputed vampire. After leaving Bannersworth Hall for a short time, she seemed to recover her spirits, but this was a state of things which did not last, and only showed how fallacious it was to expect that, after the grievous things that had happened, she would rapidly recover her equanimity. It is said by learned physiologists that two bodily pains cannot endure at the same space of time in the system, and whether it be so or not is a question concerning which it would be foreign to the nature of our work to enter into anything like an elaborate disquisition. Certainly, however, so far as Flora Bannersworth was concerned, she seemed inclined to show that mentally the observation was a true one, for that now she became released from a continued dread of the visits of the vampire, her mind would, with more painful interest than ever, recur to the melancholy condition, probably, of Charles Holland, if he were alive, and to soul-harrowing reflections concerning him, if he were dead. She could not, and she did not, believe for one moment that his desertion of her had been of a voluntary character. She knew, or fancied she knew him by far too well for that, and she more than once expressed her opinion to the effect that she was perfectly convinced his disappearance was a part and parcel of all that train of circumstances which had so recently occurred and produced such a world of unhappiness to her, as well as to the whole of the Bannersworth family. "If he had never loved me," she said to her brother Henry, "he would have been alive and well. But he has fallen a victim to the truth of a passion, and to the constancy of an affection which, to my dying day, I will believe in." Now that Mr. Marchdale had left the place there was no one to dispute this proposition with Flora, for all, as well as she, were fully inclined to think well of Charles Holland.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?